What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Unbearable Podcast. And today, I'm giving you my standing predictions for the NFC West. And I think this is probably going to be the easiest one I've done so far. They're pretty, right down the middle, or pretty much set, in my opinion, at least. But what's it called? So this is the last NFC one, and then I'll go over to the AFC, starting with the North, East, South, and then West. So coming in last place, they came in last place last year. I have the Arizona Cardinals. I think they're just the weakest team in this division. I think Kyler Murray he's getting paid too much. I don't think he's that good. I think he's definitely not like a number one overall pick caliber. And I just don't think he's going to be able to, carry the team, basically, because they really have no weapons. When it comes to running backs, they have Marvin Harrison Jr., but if you double Marvin Harrison Jr., the next top wide receiver, I guess, is Zay Jones. They just got him, but it's Marvin Harrison Jr., Zay Jones, and Michael Wilson in their top four. And my question is the same as yours. Who the hell is Michael Wilson? He got picked in 2023, so he's had 1 year. He got 500 yards, but if your top three has Michael Wilson in it, come on. But yeah, I just don't think that they're gonna be that good. Like, when you look at their offense, it's just nothing really there. Their starting tight end is Trey McBride. Their starting running back is James Conner. They just don't really have a good team. They have Buda Baker at safety. That's pretty much it. And I think we'll probably see him getting traded at the trade deadline because, it's just... They have B.J. Ojolari, which, he's good, but they just don't have a good team. So they're going to come in last, especially in this division. Next, I have the Los Angeles Rams coming in third. I think they're one of those teams where it's kind of like, they could be second, they could be third, they could just, they have Matthew Stafford, who, we'll see. He's obviously going to be good, but he's not going to be, like, elite like he was. They have Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua. It's just, I don't know. This team, it's like, how good are they going to be? Like, they could be good, they could be bad. I think they're going to be on, like, doorstep of the playoffs. I think their ceiling is, like, 9-8, maybe 10-7, somewhere around there. Floor, like, 8-9, 7-10. So I think the 7-10 to 10-7 range. But I just don't think in this division is going to be very good, because I think the 49ers are going to be very good again. And I think the Seahawks are more in a position to take a step forward this year. Overall, a younger team, younger than the Rams. So I think they're not going to take a step backwards, but I think they're just going to either take like a little step backwards or kind of just like stay stagnant. But yeah, I just don't think they're going to be the best team, especially in their division. So next, obviously, second place is the Seattle Seahawks. It's pretty obvious who the first place is going to be. I think the Seahawks have a very good roster. Not very good, but I think they have a good enough roster to at least get second place, maybe be on the doorstep of the playoffs again. They got Sam Howell as their backup. Obviously, Geno Smith is definitely going to be their starter again. They got Kenneth Walker III, who is, a very good running back. Well, I don't know about very good, but definitely a solid running back. They got DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, Jackson Smith, and Jigba, who that's one, like, at least a top 10 wide receiver room. I think is very good. Tyler Lockett, obviously a very solid wide receiver, especially when you have DK Metcalf and JSN. I think they're going to do very good this year. Looking at their defense, obviously Devon Witherspoon, Tariq Woolen. Wasn't it? No, it just says Reek Woolen. It just doesn't sound like a complete name, if I'm being honest. Reek Wolin. Whatever. I swear it wasn't a Tariq Woolen. I don't know, man. But yeah, they have Jerome Baker. I mean, their defense isn't like, gonna like knock anybody's socks off. But I think their offense is good enough to like at least be like 500 and like 9-8. Kind of, they're in the same range as the Rams. So I kind of think they'll be able to be interchangeable almost. Second and third, I think is going to be very close. I think another like 7-10 to 10-7 team. Couple games where it could go either way. So I mean, we'll see. But first place in this division, I think is pretty obvious. It's the San Francisco 49ers. Went to the Super Bowl last year, lost to the Chiefs. I mean, they're a very solid team. Obviously, Brandon Ayuk leaving, but they kind of have one of those good problems where they have so many good players there. They have to pay that they're kind of losing them. They have Brock Purdy, who's shown he could be a very good system quarterback. I mean, that is what it is. Especially, like, if you have a quarterback, like, it doesn't matter. Well, not it doesn't matter. He's obviously a very good quarterback, but, I mean, if you put those weapons around him, he's going to succeed. So, I mean, if you put him in a system like the Carolina Panthers, he's going to do bad. So, I mean, any quarterback could really do bad in that situation. Even fucking Patrick Mahomes. Like, obviously he'd do a little bit better, but, I mean, it'd still not look that good. But he has Deebo Samuel, Juwan Jennings, Brandon Ayuk leaving, so they'll have to, probably Ricky Parcells, someone like that. They have George Kittle, Kyle Juszczyk, Trent Williams. It's good when one of your linemen is like, people talk about like one of the best players on your team. So, I mean, they just have an overall like one of the best talented teams in the league. On defense, they have Nick Bosa, who is probably one of the best ends in the league. Fred Warner, Devarian Campbell, Jair Brown, Taluna Hafunga. I mean, they just have a very talented roster. They're going to do good. They're going to get first place. I think that's a foregone conclusion almost. Unless, barring like a bunch of injuries, which seems to happen every year to the 49ers, I think they're going to be a very good team, very talented, and get first place in this division. So that's it for this episode of the Unbearable Podcast. Next episode will be the AFC North. And I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to bear down.